Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today it's going to be a little bit long video perhaps. I do not know. Uh, I do not plan to make it extremely long, but there are some things I want to talk in this particular video regarding the fragrance and regarding something's happening to me. It's kind of scary and I'm not trying to get attention or something. I'm just going to let you know. It's just, maybe it's a weird. I don't know if it happens to other people. I'm beginning to forget stuff, and it's not a good sign because I've been having this since Malaysia. Uh, it's probably the diabetes that I go through. Like I have the sugar problem, so it makes you forget stuff, right? And you suddenly just totally forget stuff. Randomly people asked you something, you forget it. It happens to many people, but to me it's happening a lot, and I'm becoming absent-minded, kind of. Something is bothering me back in my head, something is there. And yesterday I was taking the car out of parking. Never happens. I kind of hit the pillar on the way because it's tiny, but never happened before. And what really happens scary for me, I usually when I buy fragrances I have back in my head which one I have to review. I'm sorry, I'm going to little bit stories because it's happening in my real life, so sharing with you. So I today, as you know, this is gonna be Issey Miyake, this one, L'eau Dissey fresh, this version review. I thought I have done the review on it. I just want to go back and check on YouTube, like how did I do, compared to other reviewers. And then I'm like, where is the review? And I couldn't find it. Funny thing is, I totally forgot about this one. I have it somewhere here. It's been almost a month, and I haven't talked about it. It's kind of weird, and I woke up really all in panic and everything. I know it sounds kind of silly and everything, but yeah, that thing is happening. Anyway, let's get into the review. So this fragrance here, I think it's one of the most rare fragrances to find in the market currently, and I have seen it like last month or so in one of the pages. It's called Fragrance Bangladesh, Fragrance BD. Yes, Fragrance Bangladesh. So see, I'm trying to remember the name. Was horrible. So the page, actually I want to mention the page today. Usually I do not mention this page a lot. The owners of this page are kind of my friends. One brother is called Brother Pantho. I know him very well. I talk to him quite often. Another one is Brother Tanzi Shubo, I think. Okay, so these two guys are owner of Fragrance Bangladesh. So they have been bringing some hidden gems, some hard to find fragrances, and they have a website. I'll put the link below, you can check. I buy from them, they're legit. So they were, brother, especially Brother Tanzi, has wonderful eyes, and he's a photographer. He's a professional photographer, wonderful person, very smart. He's staying abroad in States doing his studies and stuff, and he'll come back. And he actually really inspires me. His picture was selected today. I'm telling you, the video is going to be really long, so bear with me. So his picture was actually featured in Parfums de Marly official website, which he took, like I think it was Leighton. He took a nice picture and they liked it so much they featured it in their website. So yes, Brother Tanzi is one talented brother of mine. I'm very proud of him. So he took the picture of it and he said this is a wonderful bottle and presentation. I was sold. I had to have it. And this fragrance, I'm really extremely happy I have it. So this fragrance is a classic fragrances flanker, which was one of my first buys, L'eau Dissey by Issey Miyake. This is perhaps one of the most classic fragrances that ever was made into the fresh genre in 1994. And it was done by Jacques Cavallier, who also happened to do Bulgari Aqua, if my memory serves me right, old memory. And these two are two masterpieces of fragrances. So many people back in the time, they know this, they tried these. Nowadays many people, younger folks, they wouldn't know. They know more of Sauvage, they're more newer fragrance, Invictus, Aqua. But this fragrance right here, the Issey Miyake L'eau Dissey, this fragrance has been gone through so many reformulation, and some people say the performance is gone. And even for me, after using this much, it's been like this for last 2 years. I didn't touch it. I do not wear it. I just keep it to sniff it. So there's something about this fragrance just doesn't work with me anymore. Perhaps something to do with much more modern fragrances that are here. But this is one of the best sellers in this house, and that's this iconic bottle make so many other bottles, right? So we'll talk about this. I'll show you as I go many other fragrances when I review this. So this one comes in 100 ml. I think they used to come in 50 and 75 ml before, the fresh one, and it's a release of either 2015 or 16 February. Okay, and the fragrance, it's very hard to find as I kind of gather information, and it's EDT concentration. And then I have the big bottle, 100 ml. So this is how that box looks almost identical to the Issey Miyake L'eau Dissey. So you have to really pay attention. They have a lot of other fragrances in this house. They look almost identical, and they have many other flankers. So it says L'eau Dissey Pour Homme EDT, and here it says fresh. If you see this somewhere, give it a try. 100 ml instead of 120 ml that usually comes in other bottles. 75 and 120 is the usual, but this is 100. It also comes in 150 back in the box. There's like made in France, I believe these are, should be, I forget. So made in France, yeah, it's mentioned at the bottom. Sorry, I'm taking so much time. It's big box, but it's 100 ml. So the bottle here is really, really beautiful. It's something, one of the best bottles that I own. If you hold this in the open light on the daytime, it looks really mesmerizing. It's heavy glass base, thick glass. You know, this is thick like a tank. Bottom, you see, this usually, it's like much more thicker and heavier than the older bottles, which is frosted and much thinner at the base. This glass base is very, very like thick at the side. It looks like a tank, very well built. Juice color is slight bit of vetiverish, greenish yellow, and the cap here, it's a big cap. It got heavy feel to it. It's quite heavy, and I think it's pure quality. Even this plastic is very heavy. Okay, sprayer looks like that. So yeah, the overall bottle looks. This is supposed to be themed as a what is the, they put in information. They're supposed to represent the way it's built. It's supposed to represent a waterfall. So yes, excellent. So after 6 minutes, yes, let's get into the fragrance. So this fragrance, the original one, again I was saying, the original one, it's kind of like Godfather 1994. Back then, you know, similar fragrance would be CK1. This is also the frosted glass, and also they were back in the time Dolce & Gabbana, the one, sorry, Dolce & Gabbana light blue. I have the Eau Intense version. This is more modern. Then if you know Aqua Digio, I have the Essenza. This one is similar to the new one that I'm about to review. Also, Salvatore Ferragamo Free Time. If you liked Cool Water, and then even if you like the modern day version of Invictus Aqua. If you like all that, and you also can see, Issey Miyake L'eau Dissey Sport. If you see these fragrances, if you like them, okay, you must check out this fragrance, okay, must. I showed you, I think there are two fresh versions from this house. This another one's called L'eau Dissey. I have put the link below of this review. You can check it out. This is also very unique and very long lasting. So all that factor apart, there's so many information. Let's put them all together so you will know why this is special. So this fragrance is the second fresh that I own, and I think I own them both. The original Issey Miyake L'eau Dissey used to be also similar to Hanimori HM. If you see the review of mine, you'll know. So this one, how good is this one? This is so good. This is actually an excellent replacement for the original L'eau Dissey, the OG, because now the whatever modern version you have doesn't last. And this original one, once again going back to this one, it's not really a summer fragrance in my opinion. It's more cold weather fresh fragrance, which has that yuzu, lime, and lots of other notes that really gets to your nose. It's too piercing. I never really could pull it off with so much confidence. So all that solution is in this bottle. If you're looking for a summer fragrance, this is a fragrance that is in the solution. That is the solution for summer for you. If you're looking for something, I also had the summer version, which is to have the kiwi and then some other fruits. So they have that twist here and there. So what this fragrance does, the top note of this is grapefruit, bergamot, I think there's lemon, rosemary, mint, and cardamom. Okay, the meat you get mate. I'm going to talk about that note, and May rose. I do not know which rose is that. There's pink pepper and lavender. I do not detect much lavender from it. The base you get white patchouli, musk, and vetiver. So it's a very interesting combo. It's a fresh, but there are twists to it here and there. It's kind of mild spicy. It gives that sort of freshness up top, the lemon, rosemary, and the cardamom up there in the opening, you know. I think there's also grapefruit, yeah. So all this, it gives fresh burst of energy. For this, longevity is extremely good, extremely good. You do not need to go trigger happy on this. 3 to 4 sprays will last you the whole day's work, okay? Okay, so what I really get is very refreshing tart citrus. If you like citrusy fragrances, you're gonna love this. And another thing is, it smells a lot like L'eau Dissey, but if you go a little bit further from it, you can see the differences also. Okay, so it's similar and different at the same time to the original OG, but I think it's much more modernized, much more youthful. It's like they give it like a revitalization or something like that. So it's kind of like a recreation from back in the time, much more fresher, much more modern, much more crisp with that mint, okay, up top. So it's really refreshing. Everything you need in a fresh fragrance, it has it all. perhaps this is one of the best summer fragrances I ever encountered. Okay, yes, I said that. I said it. So this one, it will open up with that freshness, and then the cardamom is there, but then the sidekick is what? The rosemary, which I also detected in L'eau Dissey, which is a flanker of L'eau Dissey, Issey Miyake, I think, L'eau Dissey. This is the Issey Miyake L'eau Dissey, fresh. Okay, all fresh. So both of these are banger for summer. Okay, both of them are excellent. This fragrance, it will slowly develop into this pink pepper sort of spices, and the cardamom will stay also, but it's not gonna be totally dominant by those peppery kick, but it's give you just enough fresh kick, which you also get from the free time just now I showed you. Very similar in nature, but this one is much more brighter. Okay, so lemon, cardamom, mint, there's also rosemary, and then the what do you call, the note of pink pepper, it's popping up. Then I was talking about the mate. I was like thinking, what is mate? Is it mate or mate, or what is it? I didn't know. I saw the picture, I didn't have any clue what it is. So basically what I did after, what I found after research is, it's something like a South Latin American sort of a drink. It's kind of like a tea base, but it has the herbal quality. And people, like let's say footballers, mostly they drink it, like Argentinian footballers. I will share the video, you can check it out. They drink it before the game, whatever. It just, they put it in one jar or something on a cup, and then they keep pouring hot water, and then it's becoming like a revitalizing sort of a drink, gives you energy. It could be, it gives sort of like, it works against the, let's say you have a potential risk of heart attack, like block or something. It works against, like as an agent against that. So it's kind of good for, cardio. Okay, so it's good for internal, like health or whatever, you get it. So that has a herbal touch. So that herbal touch, what it does to this fragrance is it kind of balances out between the citrus and then too much of florals, and it brings back the, like balance between the citruses and the herbal elements. So this is what it does in the heart. So that's very interesting. Okay, so yeah, that is an interesting part about it. On the last stage, the patchouli, musk, and vetiver, I detect the vetiver, some grassy green pops up. So what you get overall after taking a whole lot of history lesson and other information, digging deep, this is a fantastic fragrance. It's very masculine, extremely long lasting, lasts much better than the original L'eau Dissey. I don't know about the vintage because I never tried it, but I think this is much better and much more modern, much crisper summer fragrance. Okay, and if you read the comments on Fragrantica, people will tell you it's hard to find, but those who love it, they really love it. It will serve you the day's purpose for work, gym, wherever you go. You can dress it up, dress it down. Any age can wear it. Very versatile in that way. And I think it's a perfect summer and spring scent. That's it, hands down. I've seen Steven's review. He likes it, but I think this is, for me, the best from this line so far I tried. Issey Miyake line, yes. And I'll tell you some of the names, which I also tried. Most of them anyway. They're like the original. There's the Nuit version, like L'eau Dissey Nuit. There's a new one called Incense, Black Bottle, Major. I tried that, didn't like it much. There's Summer, tons of summer flankers. They have Noir Ambre, which I really love. And then they have a Sport Mint, Noir Argent. They have L'eau Dissey, Intense Parfum. List goes on and on. They have the women's one also of this one, L'eau Dissey, which I like better than this one. So these are different kind of summer fragrances. They have this cooling thing. They have this kind of Asian touch. Sometimes there's something to do with tea. And the original one is too complex for me. This is simpler, easier to wear. Anybody would appreciate it if they just like fresh fragrance, and it's just not lemon water. It has this other elements going on. So yeah, take a look at L'eau Dissey pour Homme Fraiche here. This fragrance is really nice. Okay, try it at Fragrance BD. They might have a bottle for you. If you see it somewhere, give it a try. If you can kind of like do testing, sampling, give it a try. This might really be a beautiful fragrance in your collection. Bottle is awesome too, right? So overall longevity, projection for this kind of fragrance, 10 easily. Smell, 10. Versatility, maybe 9. I wouldn't wear this when it's snowing particularly, but rest of the year, spring, summer, autumn, whatever, fall, you can wear this. Any age can wear it, and it's good to wear anytime. There's no bad time to smell fresh and clean, right? So check out this fragrance. Overall, this fragrance, I'll give it 10. It's a masterpiece. Okay, so L'eau Dissey pour Homme EDT fresh 100 ml. Here's the review for you. thank God I finally found and did the review. Hopefully God keeps me here and I can do some more reviews. All right, take care guys, have a very nice day. I'm sorry for the long video, just want to share with you. Bye bye.